Listen, if it wasn't for the CIA protecting Zelensky, you know damn well right that some Ukrainian extremist would have fucking executed that piece of shit a long time ago. Ungrateful.
I was trying to connect with the guy talking about the wild mushroom in his photo. I bet not too many people recognize that even is a mushroom. I'd like to know what kind of mushroom it is.
It's not a magic mushroom.
He is just a stupid faggot. Do you speak English?
Yeah, the better microphone, nigga.
Speak English? Is that a mushroom? Mushroom. Oh, here, we got a Russian man here. Hey, can you translate mushroom? Champignon.
He asks you, is this a mushroom or not? Like, which way he gonna understand?
Is this nigga Ukrainian?
This nigger's back in the audience so we can't enjoy the same.
That's why we don't need no Zelensky motherfuckers in here.
I bet that is an edible mushroom, by the way, in his profile.
Why did you move him to the audience? So that he can take his time and learn some English.
Shit. This motherfucker thinks he thinks he's on Vladivostok radio.
Randy, do you forgive your enemies?
Yes, but I don't forget. Anyways, as I was saying, the best way to get them off your ass is to start the discussion by saying, I am anti-Semitic. So stop calling me anti-Semitic. I'm telling you, I am.
I am Islamophobic.
Yeah, but the Muslims don't do that as much as the Jews.
The Muslims just kill you.
I mean, they're not
Come to your house and kill you.
Who told you that?
Because when I go into Amir's room, you guys are different from Amir. You guys are, this is like the racist den of, you guys are Jew haters in your own way. Can somebody mute this? Mute the N-word.
Yeah, I'm not a Muslim, dude.
Alright, we can just talk over it. Anyway, my point is, when I go into Amir's rooms, people are actually yeah, mute him. Kick him. Anyway, somebody in Amir's room the other day kind of said in a threatening way, oh, Zach, it's very brave of you to put your personal information, to put your real name on Clubhouse. And I said my tired line, which is, when we sign up for Clubhouse, we use our real names. That's what it says when you sign up for Clubhouse. But I think that there actually is, a little joke like, hey, Zach, somebody could kill you. And I know that is true. I also think it's like really ridiculous and bad. It makes me sad that is a part of the world today. And
anyway. I don't want to kill you, nigga. Especially you.
Well, we were joking. You were saying if you say you're anti-Semitic, it gets the Jews off your ass. Then you said, the Muslims don't really hound you for being Islamophobic. They just kill you.
No, they do that.
But I do, Randy. I have a fear sometimes that if I make a
There's a big difference. There's a big difference. The Muslim is not going to call you Islamophobic for disagreeing with them.
Correct. They're just going to look me up and come to my house and kill me with a gun. They're going to kill me.
Some of them will kill you for certain things, but they're not going to call you Islamophobic for disagreeing with them.
My point is,
anti-Semitism like candy.
My point is, it's a great reason to not want to go viral. Like, I used to think, it would be cool to go viral.
It doesn't matter if it's a Jewish nigger or if it's a Muslim nigger. It doesn't matter.
What do you mean? What does that even mean?
What that means is it doesn't matter. I will begin the discussion by saying I'm Islamophobic. So now don't call me Islamophobic. We already established that. Let's move on and address the content of my speech. It just so happens that I don't have to do that with Muslims. I only have to do that with Jews.
I hear you. I'm saying something slightly different, which is that I am afraid that if I go too viral online, somebody will come to my house and kill me, and that's a great excuse for why I haven't gone viral yet, and why I'm not putting any more energy into going viral, because I don't even want to go viral. Because if I went too viral, then I would be killed.
To pop your ass.
Sometimes going viral is the only way to get out of the problem.
Nobody's gonna kill you, motherfucker.
People send me messages and say they want to kill me.
Yeah, because they know that you're a sissy boy, and they're more likely to be afraid.
I have a belt in jiu-jitsu.
It doesn't matter. I have a black belt in taekwondo. What does that mean?
Taekwondo, I thought, was kind of gay. When they make memes about different martial arts, they have wrestling and Muay Thai and jiu-jitsu, but then Taekwondo is like the gay one that they make.
No, I don't have a black belt. I do have a green belt, though. Either way, you get the point.
Are you troll?
A green belt, that's like, a green belt is like what an 8th grader gets after 3 months of working in the dojo.
They call it BJJ.
I did it when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Regardless, I hope you now understand the tactic behind calling yourself
Zach,
racist.
regardless, you're in a room of low IQ dumb people talking about nothing. Never forget.
Right, wasting time.
Well, it is a total waste of damn time.
Yeah, even Rabbi's actually a little smarter than your average, camel jockey in the Jordanian desert looking for a fucking well.
We don't really look for wells because they're not enough water underground.
I like how you manifest your destiny, John. You go into rooms and tell people that you're in a room full of low IQ people wasting time, and you just say that over and over again, and you just keep going into rooms and saying the same thing, and that's where you find yourself.
Yeah. I mean, the fool knows he's the fool who knows he is a fool. I'm a fool.
You see,
A fool who is aware of his folly becomes wise.
It would be easy. Yeah, it would be easy to say I'm the guy pulling the roof down on top of everybody, but actually, I just came in very quickly to tell everyone that your house is on fire, and I gotta go to lunch. So take care, everybody, and God bless with whatever it is that you guys actually do.
This nigga ain't shit. He ain't shit.
Fuck, it's fucking 9:30 in the morning.
I'm just saying, this nigga ain't shit.
I may not be shit, but I promise you that people who say an N-word ain't shit, that N-word ain't shit too. That's just a projection, N-word.
Yeah, I said what I said, as far as I'm concerned.
Say the full word, John. Go ahead. You're in a safe place.
N-word?
Yeah.
And the N-word,
Nostradamus!
the N-word is, this is a question that John and I frequently discuss. Can you trigger an N-word by saying the N-word?
Yes, you can.
If you call somebody an N-word, if you say, you fucking N-word, you're an N-word. Do you guys?
Sorry.
Sorry, when I say irrational and retarded.
What a waste of damn time. You guys are a total waste of damn time.
I came in because Diego opened the room.
Dr. Rabbi, maybe you should go open up a Greek Orthodox biblical study room so you can get into the technical grammar of all your positions, which are so accurate and right. I mean, you know the truth of the Torah. You spend so much time reading the Torah. You're such a well-educated man.
I'm a Talmudic Chacham.
That's true, Randy.
I'm a Talmudic Chacham. That's what you don't understand.
They never get it.
Okay, so tell us something profound from the Torah that you've memorized. Go ahead, we'll wait.
I don't memorize anything.
Come on, Randy. Show off your skills.
But it might require reading on your behalf, and you niggas don't read.
Yeah,
Pass
there
it
we
over
go.
right now.
You know what I mean?
This is a total waste of time. I want to welcome everybody to my new X room. It's called Low IQ Clown People Talking About Nothing, Wasting Time. I'm going to go to breakfast in the gym. These fucking losers will be here for a couple hours. Enjoy your morning, and God bless.
Randy, tell me a passage in the Torah that defines who is and who is not a Jew.
Exodus chapter 31, verse 14.
Damn. Exodus 31, verse 13.
14, verse 14.
You must observe my Sabbaths, for it is a sign between me and you throughout our generations, so that you will know that I am the Lord who consecrates you. Zach?
No, but there's the one after.
Don't technically disqualify you, Zach.
Nigga, it's 14.
Oh, 14. Okay, let me read 14.
Wait, disqualify me for what?
Watch. This is the big part. You shall keep the Sabbath because it is holy for you. Everyone who profanes it shall be put to death. Whoever does any work on it, that soul shall be cut off from among his people.
I'd like to respond. Two things.
But
First of all,
not a Jew.
I'd like to share with you.
Those bars were fucking elite.
I'd like to share with you a song that I learned from
Doesn't matter what you say.
Chabad.
Doesn't matter what you say.
All right, I'll stay on mute.
Ooh. I'm just saying, you know.
Guys, just listen to that. Just listen to that. No, he just stopped talking. When I turned on the mic, he just stopped talking.
Didn't you know that music is not okay in Ramadan?
You sound like Vladimir Zelensky, always saying, send us more money, otherwise your soldiers will have to fight Russian soldiers. Send us more money!
Once I will get to the car, I will show you ideal impersonation of him. I'm outside, so I can't do that. Just
Ramadan, it's not okay to have music in Ramadan. I'm just saying.
yeah, it was not music, you know. It was coming from the mosque. It was azan.
Are you Tagalog?
And no,
You're not from Chechnya?
no,
Where are you from?
Russia.
Yes.
Yeah, but you are Muslim, right?
I wouldn't say so, but I have big respect to them.
That's amazing.
Since, we had shit that can't even be detected. Helicopters.
I love the
Not just the helicopters. See, can you imagine all the other stuff?
Allahu Akbar.
Hey, I like the name change, Keegan. I think that's a nice addition there.
I'm just a 27-year-old white guy married. I have no problems in my life. I just am happen to be on Clubhouse every day talking shit about the J words and everything else under the sun. My life is great. I'll never end up in a psych ward. I'm a good person. People like me.
Nightmare Valley out there, buddy.
Hey, what a beautiful white Monday.
You are my dear.
And Zach, I appreciate that. Some people think, what would Jesus do? WWJD. It also could stand for what would.
Motherfucker, the first thing Jesus would do is rebuke all the Protestants. That's the first thing he would do.
Why would Jesus rebuke the Protestants?
Yeah,
Because they're like the Black Hebrew Israelites. They're retarded.
they also could. He also, I believe, would rebuke the Orthodox.
But it doesn't matter what you believe since you're a Protestant.
Doesn't matter what you believe.
Of course it does.
You're just a faggot.
You're a nigga.
Is there any black Jews? Like, I heard that there are some Ethiopian Jews.
Don't sidetrack the conversation. We just got to the F word and the N word. Let's stay right there.
Okay.
Vegan is my daily reminder of why cuckoldry is so rampant among the American conservative groups.
Randy,
I don't-
the only one getting cut is you.
No, the conservative groups. The conservative groups. We gotta increase the war so I can make more money trading in the stock market.
You got cut by the Canadian.
Motherfucker, I would tell you to the gypsies in the Mississippi slave market. Fucking faggot.
That big butthole for the
Fucking white
police,
nigger.
Rabbi.
Republican conservatives, they gotta make more money.
You were cut by the Canadian police.
The Protestants are the N-words of the American Christians.
Give me more money. Give me for my work. Give me money.
I'm telling you. They're literally worse than the Muslims.
I'm willing to bet that Rabbi Randy McDickerson rage quits the room in less than 5 minutes.
Well, whenever Diogenes shows up, he definitely will.
No, honestly, no. It all depends on how retarded the discussion is, you know. I don't drink spit because
It's gonna get super retarded because it's about you.
No. As long as Jesse is away, as long as like, you know.
Do not say her name.
Diogenes?
Yeah, I can't handle Diogenes.
Yeah, why do you leave when Diogenes comes to the room, Randy?
No, because if I don't like you, I block you, I don't want to sit with you.
Diogenes is annoying and cruel, disrespectful, mean-hearted, and so he's annoying, he's mean, and stupid, right? He's stupid, annoying, and mean. If he were nice and not annoying, but stupid, you know, like Hampton. Well, Hampton is kind of annoying and stupid, but Hampton is nice.
Let's go.
Is he annoying?
Hampton is annoying and stupid, but he's nice.
Diogenes is annoying, that's why.
Diogenes is annoying, stupid, and mean.
Here's his profile. Everybody block him.
So you see, if you are annoying and you call Diogenes annoying, what does that make you?
I think I can be annoying.
Diogenes for like 3 minutes when I used to like him. So like, yeah, I know if he comes in, I'm out.
Should we all block him then, Randy?
Why would you waste your time blocking somebody on an app that you shouldn't even be spending any time on, you fucking loser? Would you block somebody on an app that you shouldn't be spending your fucking time on, you loser?
When I spend time on the app, I don't want to be spending it with people that I don't enjoy being around. That's the problem.
Makes sense. Could someone give me Abby's all her usernames? I'll block her right now.
Can I ask, is it possible, let me ask a serious question. Is there any hope for using this app for serious productive purposes?
Yeah, they use it for us.
Yeah, you can make money out of it, you know?
We used to have amazing religious rooms.
I make $1,000 a day using Clubhouse.
Yo, can we kick this Ukrainian out?
Shut the fuck up, you American. Your job is just to shut the fuck up and give us money.
That's right. That's right. Hey, fucking Americans.
That's amazing.
Share their wives.
Have you said thank you once?
OnlyFans. Fucking
Yeah,
Americans.
say thank you.
Diego, I heard you the other day. You were like, "What if somebody dropped a fucking bomb on us on your head right now?"
Yeah. I mean, you don't have the cards. That's all I'm saying.
That was an awesome dressing down. I love that. People are still fucking shaking in their boots, watching that that White House Oval Office roast.
Trump almost beat Zelensky. He almost hit him.
I one time I was working at Smith Barney City Group as an intern, and they wanted me to organize a career recruiting event. So I put an ad up on Craigslist that said, "Work at Citigroup and make sick cash." And so somebody from corporate HR saw my Craigslist post. The manager of the office calls me into the office. He almost punched me in the face, and then he fired me.
Exactly. And when I say that, I mean you are worthy of being burned to fire. And maybe that's
what a Holocaust is.
Maybe that's what cleanses your soul.
Do you have them cards? A little bit from me.
With us, you Say the whiz. You guys do know this. What? This nigga, why do we keep hearing ourselves?
Because he cannot make more money unless he live stream it to his Russian social media network.
What the fuck of conspiracy is that?
Americans, you exist only to send us more of your fucking tax dollars so we can fight the Russians for you and win a war.
This nigga. Yeah, block him. Shit.
Does it echoes now? Can you
Send
check that?
us more money. Our air support systems are not standardized.
What did you want me to say?
I made a new house. Can you?
Why the fuck you want me to create one?
I come here every morning to record you because without your content I can't make my money.
You give me gas, dude. This wisdom guy gives me gas.
No, that is the bureka that you ate this morning.
Motherfucker, you've been clapping pancake flat ass.
It's actually not me, Dr. Rabbi. It's actually the bank. It's the bank that sent the police to your house that were pounding on the door. It's not the immigration officials. It's definitely the bank.
But the bank is gonna send me to your house so that I can clap your mama's ass. And that's how you pay your mortgage.
I had a nightmare last night that I got up, I went to the gym, and when I came out of my house, there were like 30 clubhouse people with baseball bats, and they were like, "Motherfucking Edmund Dakin, you dead, motherfucker!" And it was like all these clubhouse people that came to get their revenge on me, and they brutally murdered me.
I would give a fortune just to see that the grown-ass man sitting there shouting at his phone, imitating Russian accent, just cinema.
I would definitely take you out for Dunkin' Donuts. Wisdom.
Can I get an iced coffee, please?
You can get whatever you want.
Okay, cool. Cool. Well, when you go back to Jordan after you get deported, maybe I'll fly into Amman sometime and we can go to Reem Shawarma for a delicious lunch.
If you ever go to Jordan, I will make sure to take you to Reem Shawarma. 100%. And I will pay for it also. Fucking nigga. And I will tell them to spit in your shawarma. Maybe wipe the ass with the meat before they put it in the shawarma.
When I was there, my friend's dad, who was like a former bodybuilder, there was a line literally a block down the street. He walked to the front of the fucking line like he owned the place, placed his order.
You know what I understand?
A Jewish bodybuilder.
No, he's Jordanian.
Say it, nigga. كتير مات قليل صيد.
كتير مات قليل أسد.
No, كتير مات قليل صيد.
كتير مات قليل أسد.
Katir mat a little said.
كتير مات قليل صيد.
Katir mat a little said.
Like too much jumping, little hunting.
Katir mat a little said.
That's right. This is when basically someone like Mr. Edward. It's like a big nothing burger.
Shukran.
Shukran jazilan.
Today is the best day of my life.
It is the best day.
What did you get off of prep? What's going on, right?
No, it's Mr. Edward. It's just he always says that every day is the best day of his life, basically. It's just a very best day.
Let me teach you something. There's a small part.
Imagine like being on a social audio app and hunting. Imagine being on a social audio chat app and hunting a catfish and telling her that you love her and that like we're gonna get married and start a new baby, like have a baby. And
Is that what he said about Nora?
You're interrupting.
Brother, a bunch of Jews interrupted me. I cannot continue.
I was trying to mimic you.
Why are you interrupting this guy when he does the call for prayer?
Zach, he's talking about Diogenes.
أعوذ من الله الشيطان الرجيم. Continue.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت.
Welcome back to another exciting episode of Low IQ Dumb People talking about nothing, completely wasting time. Starring some fucking Russian piece of shit, some Jordanian piece of shit, and a couple neo-Nazi pieces of shit. If you haven't wasted your time yet in your life, now is the time. Now. Waste time now.
You forgot Jewish piece of the shit. What the fuck you have to say?
He just gave us Al-Fatiha. How many verses are in Al-Fatiha?
Hey, F word, N words. It's Pulaski Day here in Chicago. It's Pulaski Day. I don't know if you know who General, Pulaski was. He's a Polak general who helped win America's freedom. I got to go out and get my delicious gourmet donuts, my patchkis. So you guys keep talking about nothing, wasting your time. I'll be back.
See you later, alligator. Do you speak like this in the United States?
Why won't you send me more money so we can make our air defense systems comparable to those of yours in the West? If you don't send me $250 billion, your children, your sons, your daughters will have to go to the Baltic states to fight the Russians there.
You know, fuck Ukraine. Why the fuck you think I'm pro-Ukraine? Why the fuck you think that?
Because in America, we can't tell difference between Ukrainian and the Russians. You're like same fucking assholes.
Fair. That's fair. It's same thing, same shit. Ukraine and Russia is like Ukraine is.
No, because you can tell when the Ukrainian speaks Russian. It sounds like shit.
Yeah, you know they sound like agricultural. You know they're fucking rednecks.
Yeah, they sound like redneck. That's how it sounds.
Here in Russia, everybody speaks perfect English, almost native. You know.
Nora and
very smart.
have a redneck accent.
I heard Nora's coming back on Clown House tonight at the same time that Trump's going to give his address to the nation in the State of the Union.
The best thing I heard is how Kate to the bus and refused to give her a bailout, motherfucker.
I heard that in the Russian republics outside of Ukraine, everybody speaks with the same accent. Like, it's very uniform.
Man, Diego, you did the most alpha male thing out there.
No. Even in Russia, they have different accents. Like how you can say that? Like they speak same.
What were you saying, Randy?
I said they did the most alpha male move out there, which is to throw the bitch under the bus so that you can survive, and then you can just have another check.
I didn't throw her under the bus.
You threw her under the bus, nigga. You could have bailed her out.
Bailed her out.
He's a self-taught economist and a praxeologist. He's not a fucking lawyer. He doesn't know the first thing about the writ of habeas corpus.
With my Jewish attorney skills.
Listen to me. If you want to make a meetup with a bunch of Ukrainian and Russians and just hear what the fuck
We don't care about Ukraine or Russia.
Okay, got it.
This is
Okay.
America. We only care about the transgender rights and the gay pride parades. We don't give two damn shits about the Ukrainians, nigga.
Randy, we're just waiting for Mixed to do what he got paid to do.
But Mixed doesn't do jack shit. Mixed just knocks a lot.
I know. That's what I'm learning now.
He's busy getting cocked on TV. But I love Mixed.
You actually paid Mixed to file a fucking writ of habeas corpus for her?
As a matter of fact, he already submitted it.
For Nora?
It's in the works.
I don't understand why you guys think that the Jews will help Nora.
You literally are the person who was saying if you want to go to an attorney, you have to get a Jewish attorney. That was you.
I never even said that.
You did.
Yeah.
No, I didn't say that.
Did he really file? Did he really submit for her? So she's got an upcoming trial coming up?
There's no trial coming up.
No, it's a writ of habeas corpus. You're an idiot. I've been where she's at. I've been in the psych ward twice. You have to file a writ of habeas corpus to get out, and you go before a judge. A judge essentially cross-examines you, and if the judge doesn't like you, your ass is staying in the psych ward.
So, like, if you say, if you call the psych ward a Holocaust or something like that.
Yeah, the judge may say, listen, you crazy fucking stupid bitch. We're remanding you to custody in the psych ward. We believe that you're a threat to yourself and to others, and you need more medical help. And that bitch is going to stay in there. You know how great she's going to feel when she gets out and she comes back on Clown House? She's going to be like, you fucking losers are still using this app? I have essentially purged myself from this shit by sitting in a psych ward for 2 months. It's been the greatest experience of my life.
Well, the funny part is because she's in New York and she has to go through a judge, but the judges are Yiddish guys. So, like, what are the odds that a Yiddish guy?
The judge is a Jew. The psychiatrist is a Jew. The cards are stacked against her. She thinks she's in a concentration camp, and Diego's like, you know what? She doesn't need therapy or medicine. She needs love. She needs my love.
Doesn't she get to move to Kentucky because that's where she's from? Can't they move her to a psych ward in Kentucky?
What do you think this is, like a maximum federal prison security system, and she's like fucking Hannibal Lecter, and they gotta move her around to a new facility or some shit? You fucking loser moron.
But she's from Kentucky. I think her state.
Yeah, she got arrested in New York, so that means she's under the care of New York doctors, judges, lawyers. Like, you think that this shit is reciprocal? What the fuck, you idiot? You face justice where you committed the crime.
Can you mute this nigger so that we can talk?
Why are you? Don't rage quit, because in a second.
Hold on, Randy. I do want to hear, like, is it a scary place, these psych wards?
Scary? Fucking scary. Have you ever slept next to somebody with schizophrenia?
I just think that it's a little bit unfair. She's in New York. They're all
Are you saying that your wife has schizophrenia?
Come on.
I will do that. Calm down. Say your piece.
No, I'm just saying I think it's a little bit unfair that she's in New York where they're all Yiddish guides and she is there because of something she's done to Yiddish guides. So it is a little bit unfair. I don't see why she wouldn't be moved to Kentucky, where she's from. You know, being in New York, and she has to go through Jewish psychiatrists, and she has to go through Jewish judges when she is accused of doing anti-Semitic stuff.
There's a crime occurring in New York, motherfucker.
I agree. It's a conflict of interest, I think is the word you're looking for.
There's a huge conflict of interest, obviously. So, like, I don't know why she doesn't have a case to be moved to Kentucky. Where then
There's
she
a crime
gets...
occurring in New York, motherfucker.
I'm not saying they're not treating her fairly. I'm just saying, like, dude, there's a big chance, like, they're not treating.
I think, Randy, to answer your question, I think that Kentucky has to accept the transfer. Like, it's...
Why wasn't that? She's a Kentucky resident. Why wouldn't they accept that?
I don't know. I'm just saying, I think there's some kind of, like, interstate thing.
Yeah, so I think that's the first step is to get her to go back to Kentucky, and from there she gets to do her shit. But if she has to go through a Jewish judge, I mean, how do you think that's gonna work out? Like, you tell me. I mean, if these guys think everyone is anti-Semitic, and anti-Semitism, that's the worst thing you can do. It's worse than raping people. You know.
It's like a blasphemy is what it's how it's treated.
Of course, because there's no blasphemy laws, right? So, I'm just saying, like, if you talk to the average Yiddish guy, they don't know basic Torah, but they think that anti-Semitism is the worst thing anyone can ever do. It's the worst crime on earth is to not like Jews. So, although they themselves don't like one another, so I'm just saying, then a judge with that mentality, how is he going to judge her if she has to go through him to get out of the psych ward?
Rabbi, I have moral dilemma. Can you solve that?
I can solve it. I can solve everything that's solved.
So let me tell you, it didn't happen. They deserved it, or this time it will be real. So which one I choose?
What the fuck are you saying, stupid?
They deserve that.
They deserve it. Okay.
That's not even a dilemma. I mean, everything that happens for a reason, and you get exactly what you deserve in life, nigga.
I love how Prince's PTR down there, he's got like a necklace with, Palestinian flag over Israel. And I just wonder, like, Prince, do you get laid, like, with your pro-Pally position? Like, are you considered, like, freedom fighter, a highly ethical, moral man, and women are attracted to you because of your virtue about wanting to liberate the land from the Jews? Like, do you actually get laid? That's what I want to know.
I have a normal discussion.
Oh, you can't take it, can you, Rabbi Randy?
No, it's just me. I'm not a nationalist, man. I don't care about this. It's much easier for you to get pussy if you're pro-Palestine than if you're pro-Israel. I'm just letting you know.
Really?
Right.
Do you have any statistical data or experience to actually back up that theory?
Yeah, how about you try it? Experiment there. Go on a dating app and have a pro-Israel profile and have another account with a pro-Palestine profile and see the matches that you get.
Dude, you gotta do this. You've got to do this.
No, the problem is if you go on a dating app and you just say you're pro-Palestine, like you have to go negative on everything. Like I hate Donald Trump. We're living in, you know.
Like I'm not necessarily disagreeing with you. Like if I would see someone who says pro-Israel or pro-Palestine, I would never. Like I'm not here to do politics, right? I'm letting you know that you're gonna get more if you're pro-Palestine relative to pro-Israel.
There are a lot of Trump supporters who are pro. We like to fuck the guys that fight for the.
There are pro-Trump people who are pro-Palestine.
Yeah, but those are women. We're talking about men. Men in their profiles never put I'm pro-Pal.
They're redneck.
I'm gonna get them like Bismillah, let's fuck, or how? Like
There are rednecks for Palestine. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I think regardless of who you support for Trump.
See, a lot of the pro-Palestinian women though, they're undateable.
Well,
They're
you
not
don't
hot.
understand that most people are not big fans of genocide, right?
You think this is a genocide?
Yeah. There's nothing wrong with it. But it
And
is.
you know the problem with modern time that you need to be really fucking careful to say that it is a criminal, like it's bad to kill babies, you know? So
Wait, what about Ukraine though? Isn't that a genocide as well?
No.
Well, why isn't all war genocide? I don't understand. You're trying to kill the genetics of the enemy.
They're not trying to displace all the people and make sure that they see people that
There's not so many.
Do you know that in the 7 months Israel killed far more people than the Russian did during the 3 years? Did you know that?
Yeah, we also know that they used more bombs than World War II. Yeah.
All right, I got a second question for you. Do you know anybody that has died in Gaza from a vaccine,
I know some who died from shootings.
but not a vaccine? So you mean to tell me that the measles, mumps, rubella vaccine that they gave everybody for the polio, that is, you don't think that is essentially a genocide? Because I would say that's the more effective genocide.
This nigga is a total waste of time.
Can't take it. You can't take it. Fucking rage quit.
Oh, they're dying from the vaccines. They're not dying from Israeli bombs.
It's just a deflection tactic.
Can't take it. Can't take it. Can't take it.
Most people aren't fans of genocide, and there's nothing wrong with genocide. But that's what it is.
I have a question. Why do you sound like Borat speaking English? Like, why do you have this Sacha Baron Cohen accent? Like, what is that?
Because he's a Sabite.
I'm a rabbi.
Not a real rabbi, though.
I'm the realest rabbi. It's in my handle. Check my handle.
So the whole country's in rubble, but now Netanyahu cuts off the supplies of food and water.
No, that's been the case a long time ago. That's not. Can you go to the go to the UN definition of genocide? There's 5 definitions of genocide. Can you read them? Because Israel broke 4 out of the 5. And all you need to do is take one of them.
Actually, you don't even have to break them. You just have to intend to break them.
That is about the intent, which is not easy, which is not difficult to prove in this case. But I'm just telling you, there's 5 lines. Breaking one of them is alone enough.
It's really gonna smell this. Thanks for calling Consumer Sideline, ranked number 1 in network coverage and customer satisfaction. Hi, I'm Linda. Ask you guys if this is way better.
Gated community, Einstein City, you know. That's the rest of African youth.
Oh my God, it's another never-ending episode of Chillers in the room that never ends, where low IQ dumb people talk about nothing and waste all the fucking time. Oh my God, where is your amazing amazing leader Nathan at? He must have had to go take his kid to school or do something with his life. But who could ever come to chillism for 10 years and waste all the fucking time talking about nothing?
Yeah, but Rui, at least you agree on that part, though. At least.
No.
Which part do you now disagree with? Outside advertising.
No, because even outside of advertising, there's still multiple industries. Like, there's a reason why, like, there's a push within advertising generally for the past, like, 10 years. And the point that I'm trying to make is that, like, the economic language is Africa's money. Right? Whatever, like, if you're doing a deal, if you're trying to get
Here we go again. Low IQ dumb people talking about nothing, wasting fucking time.
Africa. So whoever has the money, you learn the language they speak. It's the nature of the game.
So we shall learn Mandarin.
He's just playing semantics now. Whoever.
Based on this fifth definition, Israel is committing genocide against Ukrainians. I don't know if you guys are aware of the Ukrainian human trafficking to Israel. You know the whole thing, right?
Yeah.
They're transferring children on the regular.
I'm pretty sure they might have done that. I mean, for example, my uncle, this is back in 1967, like basically they took him and they were to raise him as their own. You know, it was a thing to get him back, you know, when he was a baby. But I don't think there's enough evidence to say they do it systematically. But they do 4 of the 5. Like, that's more than enough, I'm sorry. There is a genocide without doubt.
But you know, you can remember when Americans, the CIA, were doing stuff to Haitians. You know, they were getting them AIDS. They were like making experiment on a whole island. Like, why would Jews not do that? Like, the CIA were doing this kind of shit.
The English guys do whatever they want to do. That's basically what it is.
Well, not for long. That time is coming to an end.
Ooh!
That reign of terror is coming to an end. I don't know that they have the political support anymore to just do whatever they want to do.
I mean,
Or is it like death and taxes? Like, they're always going to do what they want to do.
no, I think it is changing. But it's been that they are able to do whatever they want to do ever since they were created. So it's not going to be easy for them to like live in a world where they don't get to do whatever the damn they want to do. But it's going to happen.
Me too, I think so. Unfortunately, we are not living in a fucking movie, you know, where you get happy endings. Justice doesn't always win.
Man, you're talking about an entire new generation that's very much not on board. So this is like the older people who are like, you know, but that's not. Like, give it 20 years, things will look very different on the ground. You're gonna see Republicans openly saying that they're not with, you know, they don't support blindly till the end. Like, unless you really get to PSYOP. So you need a new 9/11 situation. You need things like that, which is why, you know, the Israelis did 9/11. I mean, they needed it. So then you need to do another one like that, and so on and so forth. But the question is, do Americans really trust their government? Like, I don't think they do. Not as much as they used to. If you have another 9/11 right now, I don't think it's gonna be easy for you to just accept your government fighting every war for the Israelis. You know. So
then the Israelis would have to calculate that it's not good to do another 9/11.
I think they need to do something like that.
Isn't that what COVID was?
No. You need something that makes you more pro-Israel and anti-everyone who's not well with Israel.
Okay, isn't that what October 7th was?
Yeah.
No, why would American give a fuck what happens in some Middle Eastern shithole? I mean, like, I'm not disrespecting anyone, yeah, but
because in America we have the religion of Israel, dude.
Yeah, but your people don't care. Your leaders care.
Yeah, it doesn't touch them.
9/11 9/11, your people cared. The Americans were like, they were joining the military like crazy. So if you do something like that, again, in the U.S., then Israel will get more support. So Israel has an interest in doing that for sure, as long as Americans actually believe in it. You know, if you sign.
Randy, they killed a Palestinian child just like a few months ago, and the guy just got
No,
convicted.
that doesn't matter. What you need is something that costs you thousands of lives. Something like 9/11. You need something big in the U.S.
You know what? I'm sorry, Rabbi, to interrupt you. Yeah, they killed some Palestinian kid in Palestine, but some of Russian generals. In Chicago. But yeah, let me tell you, some Russian general who were right. They said death of millions is a statistics, and death of one is a tragedy. So. It makes you more tolerant to killings, murders, when you see every day this killing, like the bombings of Gaza and all this stuff. But yeah, I'm afraid there has to be some bigger stuff to involve the United States into Middle Eastern conflict.
That's why I'm saying, Randy, if they're committing genocide and the whole world knows it, how can they hold that against, for example, someone like Noura? Obviously, he's psychologically affected, which is one of the definitions of genocide. It doesn't have to be in Gaza. You know?
I'm not sure what you're saying.
He's not saying anything. He's looking deluded and deranged.
So Palestinians, not just in Gaza, but the diaspora is being affected psychologically and being genocided.
Yeah, because they, for example, I'm Palestinian, but they always try to take that away from us. So no, you're Jordanian, you're not Palestinian. Well, no.
Or you've never lived there, which is what they say to
things like that.
Yeah.
Or if I achieve something, it won't. So then they say, hey, look, Palestinians don't achieve anything, but guess what? If I achieve something, it's gonna be, oh, he's Canadian, oh, he's Jordanian. So I'm gonna say, oh, he's Palestinian, but I am Palestinian, you see. So that's how they try to do it.
So that itself is part of the genocide, according to this thing.
Yeah, because we want it to be such that you never existed. And if you exist, you must exist under a different thing, because you cannot exist as a Palestinian since that's not even a thing. So you must be something else. How come you exist? That's where they want to go. Right. Well, that's why we hold very closely to it. If you go to Jordan, there's a lot of Palestinians there. They all say, we're Jordanians of Palestinian origin. So we always say, are you Jordanian or are you Jordanian Palestinian? That's a question. Do
you really get that kind of questions all day?
Yeah.
Why is it important for Yaakov to say that the West Bank is belongs to Jordan?
To me, so I am born in Jordan, right? My children, God knows where they'll be born. Their children, God knows where they will be born, but they will be Palestinian.
If you have children.
But they will be Palestinian. I have children with your mother.
That's my statement.
They'll be Palestinian. So, and they will call themselves Palestinian.
Well, not if you mix with a white girl, right?
Yes, if I mix, I'm the man.
You're saying Gigi Hadid is Palestinian.
Last name is a Palestinian last name, so it doesn't matter as long as you have my last name, you're Palestinian.
And Red Boy, I don't know, maybe this question is a little bit controversial, but I don't know how the fuck you spell this word, but someone disrespected you in connection with Hamas.
I don't have a connection with Hamas. I think Hamas are a bunch of niggas.
Oh.
Is this true? Because I heard that Jordanian government, they are fucking brutal to any kind of the radicals. So they killed a bunch of Palestinian refugees or citizens of Palestine in Jordanian Gestapo.
No, we don't kill them, but if you're a terrorist, we don't fuck with that.
What happened? Why is John in the audience?
Because it's too annoying and we can't have.
He was being annoying. He was being irascible. You were being irascible. You can't be too irascible, because irascibility removes one from the will to connect with Chokmah, the ultimate knowledge.
Like this guy's even more annoying than him.
Do you know what did you say, Zach? What was it?
Chokmah.
In Russian language, we have exact same word. We call it Chokhmah. This means something funny.
What does it mean? What does it mean?
Something funny, like, you know.
No, it just means something funny.
Old ass fishes thinking anecdote, you call it Chokhmah.
Like I've got a funny story for you. I've got a Chokhmah story.
Yeah. You say, у меня есть Chokhmah для вас.
Well, you know, when an inferior man hears of the Tanya, he laughs out loud. So for the Jews, Chokhmah is like I think it's like the merging of the self with the ultimate knowledge of everything. Hashem and yeah.
It's called Hekmah, not Chokhmah.
All right, fine. Hey, never shame somebody for mispronouncing a word because all it means is that they learned it by reading.
No, that's what the Yiddish guys do because they come from Germany.
Oh, well, I learned it from the Yiddish guys.
Yeah, exactly. So they don't know how to pronounce it.
Isn't it funny that maybe it's Yiddish kike? Yiddish kike.
And
No, Yiddish.
recently I read a story about
Judaism. Yiddishkeit means Judaism.
I know, but the Yiddish kikes are basically what you're talking about.
Exactly. When I say Yiddishkeit, which means literally Judaism.
That's nice. That's very kind of you.
Yes, Yiddishkeit. Exactly. I love it.
Rabbi, Mr. Rabbi, Mr.
I am a Yiddish kike.
Rabbi, I heard that the name Cohen, Jewish name Cohen, originally came from Arabic word kahin. Like, how true is this? Kahin or kahin?
It doesn't come from Arabic, but it's the same thing in Arabic because that's like Semitic. It's kahanut. Kahanut is a priest.
That could be.
Yeah, kind of priest, right? Adept or something like this.
Yeah. Kohen means priest, yeah. So we still have that in Arabic. Khuri. Khuri comes as priest, but in Greek, Kuria.
El Khuri?
The Yehudi?
Khuri.
K-H-O-U-R-Y.
Right.
Rabbi, why is most of the culture that surrounds Palestinians and Jordanians, why are they all retarded? Why is
That is literally what I wanted. I was gonna cut you off to jokingly finish your sentence that way, hoping that you were gonna say exactly what you said.
With incest, like rabbis most likely product.
Well, you can say that, but the truth is we have lower incest counts and we don't share our wives.
That's not true. If you actually look it up, you guys are like, just look up Jordan. I mean, I know that you're a Palestinian.
We don't do wife sharing.
Look it up where? On Jewish created Pornhub?
You're filled with it's filled with incest.
No, look it up on JewishCreatedGoogle.com.
There's no incest, but what we do is certain tribes marry one another. So people of this tribe get married to people of that tribe. For example, the tribe.
So it's incest on a tribal level, basically.
I'm just telling you, Alasai and Haddadiyya, these are two different tribes that always marry each other, for example.
So they're cousins.
They're like nearby.
They're like cousins, as if it was like your cousin, basically.
No, don't get me wrong. Right? Every culture.
Cousin is too close.
And don't get me wrong. Every culture is filled with incest, but at least the Europeans realize that. Instead of
You guys don't even make babies, and it's difficult to do incest.
You know what? That's what you just say. At least European realizes this. What the fuck is that?
Well, yeah, sure. I mean, incest was a common.
So what? They do realize, okay, so it makes it better or what? Like, okay, I'm fucking my sister. And do you think even in Arab don't realize it?
Micah, you don't have enough incest in Europe because you don't even make babies.
That's why they have the lowest IQs, other than Africans, right?
Do you understand that you don't even make
And
babies?
then it's Arabs.
But do you understand that you don't even make babies?
How many babies do you have, Rabbi?
Do you understand? You don't understand. Europeans don't have
How many
babies.
babies do you have, Rabbi?
regardless of how many babies I have versus how much you have, on average, Europeans don't make babies.
John, let me up in your other
They don't make babies. At the same time, the babies you make are out of cuckoldry. So it's less likely that they're going to be.
You post the cuckoldry baby stuff. I'm gonna post the incest baby stuff.
Fine, but you're still not understanding what I'm telling you. Is you can marry your sister and fuck your sister, which is incest, but your child is not a child of incest because you're a cuck. That's
Meaning your sister's son is actually Tyrone's.
Correct.
Yeah, no, I understand the idea that he's presenting. I'm saying I actually want to see that actually based.
Oh, check. Well, Google it. Droit du Seigneur. Google it. It's called Droit du Seigneur.
Randy's obsessed with this concept that.
Google it. Droit du Seigneur, the right of the Lord.
Let's find out.
Oh, je parle français.
No, that's literally what they did so when you get married to your sister, the lord of the county will bless your marriage by fucking your wife. Europeans have a history of cuckoldry. It's not something that comes out of nowhere that they're the most cucked. It's something they had in their history.
You mean like prima nocta?
Huh?
Like prima nocta?
I'm not sure what prima nocta is. That's called
It means the king or the lord gets the first dibs at de-virginizing your wife when you get married.
Correct. Yeah, that's the right of the Lord. Yes.
I mean, it's a little bit, respectable when this honorable man as a devil comes and fucks your wife. Like,
Yeah.
Here's the thing, Randy.
Your baby is the baby of the Lord.
Russians aren't really European.
Okay, so
Europeans have tried to invade Russia over 10 times and failed.
Motherfucker, do you get the point of telling you? As long as your wife is not the sister of the Lord, then obviously there's not going to be incest. You have a lot of situations where it's one man making all the babies in Europe.
Keegan, are you recording this room or what the fuck?
No, is there a background right now?
Yeah, that's what happened.
Real quick. So reading
Motherfucker, how about you read about Alabama and about Louisiana?
Did your IFAC agent told you to record this room or what?
And read about Tennessee.
So that's really funny that we bring about again. Those rates it's not even comparable, right? It's still
It's not comparable.
It's not comparable to the Middle East. Real quick though, let me just.
Well, what did I just tell you? Did I not just tell you?
Let me just read some numbers. By the May 2010.
But did I not just tell you?
Real quick, Rabbi, why can I not read some stats?
You can, but did I not tell you that the numbers are not representative since the babies are not your own?
Well, real quick, listen to this. So
but the babies are not your own.
By May 2010,
But he doesn't get it.
For interracial infants, meaning that they're multiracial or multi-ethnic, meaning that both parents identified as another race than the one that they are consuming consummating with each other, is around 10 to 14%. Okay.
Okay. So
Zach, I don't know if you're in another room, but it's kind of funny. It's like I'm trying to find another room to like live stream because that room's gotten so stupid. But then I'm asking myself, why am I looking for another room as if I think something's going to be better than that room?
Yeah, there's not much. Well, this is why I'm going to have coffee with my dad soon. Then I'm going to go to the gym and then do jiu-jitsu. But I told you about the Center for Offline Communication. So I did create a new house called the Center for Offline Communication. And I do think it's interesting that Clubhouse is kind of borderline offline.
Mm-hmm.
And I do think that it might have, there might be potential to do, I don't know. I miss the original Clubhouse. When I first got on Clubhouse, there were a lot of rooms where the discussion was focused on the title. The title was provocative, and it was basically like a free debate. And a lot of sometimes, John, a lot of times I hear you trolling Clubhouse and saying like, oh, it's a waste of time, which is true. But sometimes when you're ready to engage in a debate, then I hear you say, all right, let's have like a time limit, please, and let's let people take turns and make sure that everybody is heard, which is like, duh, obviously it's a good way to run a debate. And anyway, so I'd like you to join the House, the Center for Offline Communication. Danny, please join the House, Center for Offline Communication.
I already did. I'm
All right,
proud
thank
of
you.
Could I just say I'm proud that you have more members in your house than you do friends on here, and that's an achievement.
How is that even possible? How could that
Because
be?
it's like, wait a minute, shouldn't you have technically? How many friends do you have on here? Shouldn't you technically have?
469 members.
Because
That's
there's like
success.
two ways to
No,
start a
I'm
house. Like one is when you create a house, like you can create a house tied to your profile, and then there's like houses that aren't tied to your profile. But anyways, doesn't matter. I'll join it. But can you pin it?
I can pin it.
It's
Can you
pointless
pin it?
though. Like a
Can you
house
suck
is no
it?
different than a
Can you
room.
suck it?
Excuse me? Irascible. Fucking irascibility.
Share a link to the wait list. What does that mean? Why is there a wait list?
Because in the settings, you have to click open to all. So say who can join, and then change it from approve only or approval to anyone can join. Click the three
Set
dots.
Who can join? To all. Allow anyone to join this house?
Yes. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. But, I don't think that everybody should be able to make a room. Admins and leaders, only admins and leaders can start a room.
Zach, it really doesn't fucking matter, man. It does not
Doesn't
fucking
matter.
matter.
Well,
No one's gonna like click and create a room in your house.
No one's gonna troll my idiot room. Exactly. Good.
They might though, like in nice vibe people. It is so funny.
Okay. How do I make
Okay, so there's the house nice vibe people is so funny with Grenda, and people get mad at like and Isaac and also Sobruenku have both made like their own rooms saying something about like the makers of the house, like because they'll get kicked out of one room and then make a new room, like mocking the other.
All right, I made you now an admin of the house. That's the only other admin that I have right now.
Well, you don't have you should get a burner account. You should get a burner account. Get that $50 phone that I keep telling you about, and then.
Well, I'm kind of considering. Developing this idea of the Center for Offline Communication and. Maybe
Zach, at the end of the day, as they like to say,
money.
what you're trying to do is essentially create a therapy for people.
I'm trying to create a hypnosis therapy, basically.
Yeah.
Clubhouse hypnosis therapy, and use Clubhouse as a venue for hypnosis therapy that could even theoretically be paid, where I would be compensated for providing some sort of hypnosis therapy.
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
You can make a religion and make it tax-free.
Well, for example,
Yeah.
if we...
My Bomba curl kind of looks like
What are you...
a boom.
What are you talking about?
A bulbul? A bulbul?
What are you talking about?
About my Bomba looking like a dick?
All right, so...
A proper dick? Why does my Bomba look like a dick?
All right, I have a vision for... Essentially, you could market the Clubhouse experience and pay people to join, and you could say, we're going to provide a meditation hypnosis centered around offline communication. Join us at this Clubhouse room, and it'll be $25 or however much, for an hour-long meditation, and then we could get 300 people to join. And they're all, they could join, honestly, whether or not they're paying for the meditation. But the people who are paying are not Clubhouse users who are floating in. They're people who have seen the advertisement for a hypnosis meditation, clicked on the link to buy the hypnosis meditation, and then it comes here where they're paying for this.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
So anyway, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
And if it was a nonprofit, by the way, you know, we would be eligible for, especially if we had like a black woman. Like if we could get Mama Jazzy to be if you could even impersonate.
This is so sickening. I feel sick listening to this.
Why? What do you mean?
She's just being
You're using
irascible.
race play?
Oh, she's being irascible.
Do you know who Michael? I used to be a Democrat. You got.
Let me help you out with that, Danny. You're so good at it. So I was gonna say that like I have thought about like changing my profiles to like to Alcoholics Anonymous, and then creating like an Alcoholics Anonymous clubhouse room where people actually do like an AA meeting.
Exactly.
Yeah. I'm
right.
gonna do
And
that.
so anyway, my request to you is just that if you ever use that house, I made you the only other admin, so just feel free. But that I think that house, until it's you're right. Nothing on Clubhouse ever lasts. Nobody's going to troll my stupid house, and it's probably not going to turn into anything. But for the time being, if you want to open a room about offline communication and the power of avoiding irascibility, because the wisdom books is one thing, but talking about anyway, that's what that house is for.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I think like using Clown House as the back end to like a purchase point of sale is like a good, way to do it, because you are giving them what they want. So its question is just, can you find and can you market?
Well, and if you could control it, like I was thinking about marketing a Google Meet. Okay, I'm thinking about marketing a workshop, communication workshop. But then I was thinking Clown House could be, although maybe this is a stupid idea because it could be corrupted, but I thought it could be a good venue. I mean, I'll tell you this. There's two things that I like about this app. First of all, I like that it's audio only and we're not distracted with the visual. It's just a group call. And I like that there is no lag and the sound is clear. If both people have good internet, there's no lag. And so it's better even than Google Meet, I think, in that way.
Yeah. I was thinking about like Rewild Maine and what you do, since you like it so much, I was like, well, why don't I just like clone it, call it something like
you think? Clone it. Fat. I've been telling you this for years. Fat lesbians, Chicago mushrooms.
No, you call it like nature discovery or nature walks, and you basically invite people in to discover how they can start a business by educating people about their natural environment in their community.
Right. It could be franchisable.
Yeah.
It literally could be a franchise.
It could be, but I think getting people to pay like a one-time fee or a subscription fee to join your business opportunity, as opposed to like saying, "Oh, send us $10,000 and we'll help you open your own franchise." It's like it's got to be low cost and high value.
$500 or $1,000 or even $5,000, somewhere between $500 and $500, and then it's just and then it's a plan. It's not $10,000 for I'm going to help you. It's just $500 or $1,000. You get access to my plan. Here's how to open your own nature walk business, and then that's that.
That's it. It's very simple. But the thing is, you'll never be able to do that unless you actually try to take it national or global. And that has to be the communication every time, is that we are a global natural discovery business, helping young entrepreneurs or older entrepreneurs connect with nature and helping people connect in nature. And we provide essentially a therapeutic setting. So you have to like explain it. You have to create materials, have infographics. I mean, you can do it locally and really, really do it, or you can just do it on the internet. And then that becomes even the bigger challenge, where you're not actually doing nature walks anymore, or you are. Anyways, we've talked about this for quite a while now. I think you get the point. Oh, I encourage you to to do it, and I will be your biggest supporter. I'll even compete with you to help propel you even further. And I'll be like, bro, I just got 15 new suckers to sign up. They all just sent me $50 today. What's 50 times 15? Hello?
Hello? My bad, I was doing some other shit. My dad is gonna be here soon. And for real world time wasting.
Oh my gosh.
But eventually they'll be dead.
I know. So will you.
Right. So the other thing that I was going to say about the offline communication thing is that, well, you can't make money. You're like a belligerent delinquent.
No, I can make money. What are you talking about?
Can you make money and keep your house? I thought if you make money, then you have to pay the government. Like,
no, they just they fucking take whatever they can take from me. It doesn't mean I can't try to make something that they can't take. They want me working.
Anything you make, they will take.
No, it's not. They got to take it before I can get it out of the bank. That's what I'm fighting. It's like they've
take it before you get it out of the bank. So if you cash a check for $5,000 and then go withdraw it all today, they got shit but they can see that you cashed a check.
Listen, don't worry about any of that. It's irrelevant.
All right. Okay.
Because even if I was making money, I could say to my good friend Max, "Hey Max, I need you to take this money." He'd be like, "You're gonna take it? So fucking cool. Fuck yeah, I'll take that fucking money."
So the Center for Offline Communication could be eligible for federal grant funding because we would be providing a charitable service potentially to members of the international community, national and international. Because a lot of people are struggling with the perils of online communication, basically creating conflict in their interpersonal and professional lives. And if we could provide a hypnosis meditation that would help people navigate offline communication with all of its unique challenges, then we could get grant funding for basically wasting time on Clownhouse with a bunch of other low IQ dumb people.
Okay, Dr. USAID. The whole thing is I think if we were actually to run experiments, people who listen to audiobooks versus people that record audiobooks and create audiobooks, I think that it's one person is like somebody who actually likes to go to the gym, and the other person is like somebody who just likes to work out outside. I know you probably don't get the reference, but I'm like making fun of fat people who say, "I don't go to the gym, I just go outside and exercise." And then you're like, "But you're fucking fat. Maybe you should consider optimizing, concentrating."
There are a lot of people on the dating apps who say I like working out, but then you look at them and you're like, yeah, but you're fat. And it's like interests working out,
Imagine being fat. Like last night, I'm like, man, I would love to have some pizza right now. Then I'm like, well, wait a minute. I just had pizza for lunch. I was like, maybe it's a bad idea to get pizza tonight because I just had pizza for lunch.
Fat ass, you're gonna get a fat ass. Maybe don't eat the pizza. Maybe go home, go to gym tomorrow.
So what I'm saying is if you're really fat and you're eating and then do you never say to yourself right. I'm really fat. I should stop eating.
That moment never happens.
It's just
never have that
they just glaze it over with a cheesecake and they're like, what was I thinking?
Yeah, it's sad. That's a bummer.
I will say I really encourage you to keep reading because you do memorize things. You're smart, and you're smart.
Thank you.
So you have nothing to fear.
I'll tell you this. I appreciate your compliment, and I will tell you that I learned grant writing is not that hard. Everybody always says grant writing is hard, but I learned that grant writing is not hard. It's all bullshit. It's just bullshit.
I know,
And
but
so
with
you-
Grok and ChatGPT, like writing is easy now. Technically, all you're doing is form filling because it's it's irrelevant. Like it's not irrelevant, but like you're gonna get the content to put it in there faster than you ever have been able to do that. There's no read. Basically, everything is already pre-created because of AI chat. You just copy and paste everything. But good luck getting the money. I mean, you're kind of late to that game.
Yeah, well. What else is there? Did you see Wall-E?
What is that, like a movie? No.
You're at your computer, or you got 50 phones in front of you.
Yep.
Just Google image. It's Wall-E, like Wall-E, and do Wall-E human. Because there's a depiction of humanity in this movie, Wall-E, that I would like you to see, the cartoon image that they've created of their future vision for humanity. Wall-E human. Did you see it?
Sorry, I got distracted.
Who doesn't get distracted all the time? You don't have to look at it, but anyway, it's just a fat fuck in like a mobile chair with a screen in front of his face.
I see the robot, Wall-E's Day at Work. Yeah, I see the human dystopia.
But first, the TikTok video of a cute puppy.
So what I've been doing is every night now, before I go to sleep, I turn all my Clubhouse rooms into like an ASMR room, and then I just put some chick doing ASMR on loop. And it's amazing how many people go to those rooms at nights, because I think a lot of people do have a hard time falling asleep. And so they use Clubhouse as like either a way that they're like fucking themselves and they're staying up at night because they can't stop thinking or something. And then also maybe they go to the ASMR room because it actually does make them tired and puts them into a
I
relaxed
wonder
state.
if there is an ASMR version of the Tao Te Ching. ASMR Tao Te Ching.
Get some gay guy whisper it.
There is. Here's one. It's 40 minutes. You can put this on a loop.
Let's see. Let me find it. That's.
I just Googled ASMR Tao Te Ching and I found one. There's a few. Boring books for bedtime.
Oh, cool.
That's the channel. Boring books for bedtime.
Whispering philosophy. Whoa, 1.4 thousand views.
ASMR.
Oh, damn.
You can use it in any way.
There you go.
See, it's like it's so impossible to come up with an original idea. Everybody's already thought about this shit. We're like so late to the game.
Well,
This chick has 54,000 views.
I mean, when you do come up with an original idea, though, I almost don't even want to talk about it. But there aren't that many. I think we were talking. I don't know if I was talking with you about this, but like a lot of rap names. I was thinking, the rappers have to make their rap name. The rap names are getting more and more stupid because you can't even be like Lil Skunk. You have to be basically your Twitter handle or your TikTok handle. So a lot of rappers are like Lil Skunk 249. It's literally like a screen name, like Lil Pump 69XX. That's so you can Google them and not get confused with the other little pumps or whatever that are out there. And so I did come up with a unique idea, and it is called the Center for Offline Communication. And I've secured the Facebook page. I don't know about I think I got the URL. If I didn't get the URL by now, I'm stupid.
I wouldn't worry about it. I have had thousands of domain names, and I literally just canceled every single one of them. Meaning I'm not renewing, and like I got a call from GoDaddy and they're like, are you sure like you're gonna let all these names go? I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna keep carrying these fucking names for you guys, let it go. I'm a Buddhist now, bye bitch. And I'm like, I'm not gonna keep paying all that money. It's like I'm just not making money from it, so I'm a moron. The point is like domain names are stupid because it's really platforms now. And the fact is, you can get any domain name you want and just put a fucking X at the end of it. So domain names are stupid. It's really
That's
about
true.
platforms. It's like you need an audience and you don't need a domain name. The domain name could come much later and it's irrelevant because it's just a flow and people aren't even see the thing if you have a domain and you have keywords like you're going to get some search engine results, but like even then that's very limited now. Most people are just discovering off of algorithm or social, but like Google search results, it's very difficult to even compete and try to get listed against somebody that's been in there for fucking 15, 20 years. So good luck with that. It's a fucking waste of time.
luck.
It's a waste of time. You'd be better off just commenting or replying to shit on X and get traffic from reply comments. The whole thing, this app is like personal self-rectification, self-education. I mean, Randy, Diego, all those losers, they've never read a book on here ever. I mean, maybe just like briefly though, like 10 seconds. I mean, come on here for 50 minutes and read a complicated book. I challenge anyone to actually attempt it. Like very few people can even do that, let alone physically do it or even read, anyways. You see what I'm saying? Like this is an opportunity to make yourself better. But then there's also the opportunity to make other people better. But the Center for Offline Communication is essentially a nothing burger. And you have the books. Like Tao Te Ching is one book. But there's 100 other books that you could compress into you. If you could really compress 100 solid books into your life, Zach, could you imagine you would essentially become, Superman. So that's, I think, the value of these books is that it changes who you are, how you behave, what you think, what you say, what you listen to. You become more discriminating, more discerning. Time is more valuable. And time is so conceptual, but you know that there's an opportunity cost to sitting here listening to Rabbi Randy McDickerson click away on his computer while he talks about genocide. Like you're the loser for listening to that. You are his bitch. And he's a bitch.
Well, that's why I left. I felt like you got to me.
Not just him. It's really every room. It's every room. Every room.
It's everybody.
It's everybody.
Right. Yeah, it's everybody.
So, anyways, yeah. But I'm going to the gym as well, and then I'm meeting this hot Polish chick, and we're going to have a paczki, which is a Polish donut.
Nice. That sounds good.
She says she smokes bud, so I was like, are we going to smoke bud, have coffee, and eat a donut? She's like, sounds good to me.
I mean, why wouldn't, that sounds like marry her.
Marry her. I don't know what kind of,
married.
I don't know what kind of
You're
situation.
gonna say, move into my condemned house with me and start a family while
I don't know what you think marriage means, but it is not liberation. Going to the state and getting a certificate and both of you signing it. So then when you want to destroy that certificate, you have to go back to the state.
Have you seen, I know you've heard my iteration of it, but have you seen the Kinnison bit? This is love?
I'd have to go. I can't remember. I'll look for it.
All right, I'll talk to you later.
Peace.
Goodbye, nice to have.
Goodbye, nice to have. Peace, Chris. Talk to you soon.
When should I start? Because the first part of the article was just discussing. How about you read the damn thing? Well, officials have sense to follow. This is explaining first just what. How about you read it?
I just want to show out that Rabbi's a fucking loser. He repeats himself over and over again.
Someone else. The term recently propped up in mainstream media when former Liberty University Jerry Falwell Jr. resigned from his role over reports he had partaken in this fetish. According to researcher and sex therapist David Lee, Jew, conservative men might be sexually drawn to cuckolding because of something they were told is forbidden or wrong. Okay, so based off a feeling, but let's continue. Cuckolding is a sexual fetish. All right, this is just another description. No, you're just skipping it. Cuckolding is a
Okay, everybody, welcome to the Center for Offline Communication. This is you.
Hello, Joe Simhart here. That is the higher interpretation of these that are of the essential tradition that he tried.
Feels like a dream, feels like magic. Now I believe I can.
Hello, everyone. To this called Cardinal Balthazar was a very eclectic and unconventional cardinal as well. He was progressive in some ways. So
Welcome into the world of the occult.
It's Saturday morning. I promise to get you out of here fast.
What up, Danny?
Relaxation.
Where'd Zach go?
It's important that
He's
all
with-
the
he's with his
exercises
dad.
on all of these tapes be performed regularly.
Excited
Sooner or
to hook him up with
later,
a
some salutary results may follow. You might then wish to offer up a prayer of thanksgiving at the opening of each practice session. Use your own imagination and ingenium to compose the kind of prayer that suits you and your own beliefs, rather than follow slavishly some already existent prayer, no matter how excellent it may be.
Two Jews, and I was very upset. It was very anti-Semitic.
At the root of all systems, metaphysical or occult, relaxation of physical and mental tension is considered a prerequisite. Unfortunately, most systems contain only a rudimentary technique inadequately developed for the use of the new student or beginner, without any assurance that it will produce results. I want to present a time-honored viewpoint that is repeatedly confirmed with usage of the newer scientific techniques of biofeedback. First of all, the student is to lie down on his back on any hard surface or on a bed with a firm mattress, or on a table covered by a thick blanket. A well-carpeted floor has been known to be most satisfactory. For some, a small cushion is permitted for the head. The basic idea is to let the hard surface support the body. Too often, when lying down, we remain fully tensed when we should permit the muscles to loosen up altogether. Thus, we support our bodies with much too much tonicity instead of letting the hard surface do the supporting for us. He must give himself wholly up to it. A few deep sighs will prove of inestimable value. They should engineer some rudimentary relaxation of the diaphragm, the big muscle separating the chest from the abdomen. What is proposed then is for the student to consider in his imagination every part of the body from brain to the tips of the toes. No intricate knowledge of anatomy is really required. On the other hand, however, if the student has been taught the broad outlines relating to anatomy and physiology, he may find that knowledge useful. While lying on the back, a thick, large pillow should be slipped under the knees so that the knees are raised some few inches from the surface. This tends to induce a mechanical relaxation of the spinal muscles. Let him now cross one ankle over another, the heels resting on the hard surface, and fold the hands over the abdomen by interlacing the fingers. Consider the brain by